and he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football.
There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, you do see the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense, the ball back in great field position, a great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Going up top again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Look out, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. Keep it on the ground. Running to Green. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back.
There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Strachan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football.
Ball is out behind the line. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life...
Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This crowd knows when to bring it. They go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Ives. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. Turning it on!
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him! Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the middle, and that is incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long through the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for room, it's Sanders. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of the drive from the 39. looking downfield. It's Raiola. Right down the middle. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ives.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finds the tight end. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Makes the catch, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Setting up for the PAT. When it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying play action. Quick completion on the out route. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to to throw, it's Mayava. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to fire on second down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead, you've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Flushed out of the pocket. The sure hands, it's Ives. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in and looking upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you're down late in the game, when you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football, defense comes up with a huge interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.